Hey, this is Adam Grant, host of TED's podcast, Rethinking with Adam Grant. Let me share with you why smart finance leaders turn to Bill. They know that clarity isn't just helpful, it's strategic. As the intelligent finance platform, Bill uses AI to automate the busy work for nearly 500,000 businesses so they can focus on intentional growth. Eliminate the friction and start scaling with the proven choice. Visit Bill.com/proven to talk with an expert about automating your business finances and get a $250 gift card as a thank you. That's Bill.com/proven. Terms and conditions apply. See offer page for details.
Here's how to stay alive longer so you can enjoy Boost Mobile's unlimited plan with a price that never goes up. Do not mistake a wasp nest for a piñata. Stay alive and switch now at Boost Mobile. After 30 gigs, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile unlimited plan.
On today's Smart 7, Mandelson files put the spotlight on Starmer, investigation blames US military for school strike, and much more. It's Thursday, 12th of March, it's World Kidney Day, and happy birthday, Liza Minnelli.
The Smart 7, it's news, but not the news.
The government released the first tranche of files on Wednesday that covered the appointment of Lord Peter Mandelson as the UK's ambassador to the United States. The files make grim reading for Prime Minister Keir Starmer, as they clearly warn that Lord Mandelson's long-standing friendship with the convicted sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein carried reputational risk. Mandelson ended up being sacked as ambassador, and a Met Police investigation is ongoing, and Chief Secretary to the PM, Darren Jones, apologised to the House on Wednesday.
Peter Mandelson should never have been afforded the privilege of representing this country. The Prime Minister deeply regrets taking him at his word. It was a mistake to do so.
The PM's National Security Advisor Jonathan Powell is also quoted in the files as describing the appointment process being weirdly rushed. Tory leader Kemi Badenoch says the whole process reflects poorly on Starmer.
What this shows is that it is Keir Starmer himself who has lied repeatedly to the whole country about what he knew, when and how.
A preliminary investigation by the US military has found that it is most likely that outdated targeting data led to a Tomahawk missile strike on an Iranian school on February 28th. The strike killed at least 173 people, most of them children, and is one of the worst mass casualty events caused by a single error in decades. President Trump told reporters he didn't know anything about it on Wednesday, having previously suggested Iranian authorities could have been responsible for the attack. The ongoing crisis in the Middle East saw major action from the International Energy Agency as they released 400 million barrels of oil from the global reserve in a bid to drive down oil prices. Prime Minister Keir Starmer says his government is focused on resolving the conflict as quickly as possible.
We are working with the sector to do everything we can to make sure those energy bills don't rise. The most effective thing we can do is to work with our allies to find a way to de-escalate the situation.
Israel and the US have continued to strike targets in Iran, with Israel also continuing to target Lebanon. An Israeli spokesman, David Mencer, wasn't prepared to put an end date on the conflict.
We will continue this job until the job is done. We're not talking about a forever war. For 47 years, this regime has shouted death to Israel and death to America.
Former Lib Dem leader Sir Nick Clegg waded into the ongoing dispute over student loans on Wednesday. He's left his job at Meta as president of global affairs and is now busy investing in AI firms, including a UK data centre called Nscale and an educational AI company called Effecta. He spoke to the BBC on Wednesday about the ongoing protests over the Plan 2 loans and the government's plan to freeze the repayment thresholds from 2027. Clegg was deputy PM in the Lib Dem Tory coalition when he famously apologised for breaking his pledge on university fees, and he says he can understand why graduates are so annoyed.
It's been fiddled with constantly. That's why I think graduates quite rightly feel very sore, because they're sort of running to stand still now, and the terms on which they took out these graduate loans have been constantly chopped and changed. And of course I think the system now needs to be overhauled.
Donald Trump's decision to lead America into a war with Iran hasn't been playing well with the American public, and as the midterm elections approach, Democrats are gaining traction, and the odds of them winning both the House and the Senate are shortening. Trump was on the road on Wednesday visiting Kentucky and Ohio and touting the benefits of his tariffs and talking up the economy in a bid to convince Americans that there is no affordability crisis. He's not out of trouble on the tariffs, however. After the Supreme Court ruling last month, a host of companies are suing the US government to get their money back, including FedEx and Revlon. 24 states are also suing as Virginia Attorney General Jay Jones says the Trump administration can't pick and choose when it comes to the law.
These people, I think, are very flagrant in their disregard for the law. It's as if they don't read what is in these statutes and they say, we see one keyword and we'll just run with it. That is having a material impact on people across the country.
Still to come on today's Smart 7, in association with Metro, another night of Champions League chaos, and Nick Jonas plays a pop star. Right after this.
This episode of the Smart 7 in association with Metro is brought to you by Tesco Whoosh. Now picture this. You're halfway through your night on the sofa, fully locked into the Stranger Things finale, and you're just at the big reveal where you think that Vecna's got an 11 sack and their other graduation where Winona Ryder seems than ever. What do you mean, spoiler? They should have seen it, but I'll bleep it out. Anyway, then disaster strikes. You realise you've run out of snacks. There's no crisps, no chocolate, there's nothing in the fridge except tap water and regret. It's a nightmare. And honestly, this has been me more times than I care to admit. Well, that's where Tesco Whoosh comes in. If you've run out of snacks, Tesco Whoosh is here to help with treats and drinks delivered to your door in as little as 20 minutes. Enough time to pause, not panic, and get back to the good bit. The best part? It's all available through the Tesco app. Whenever you need your groceries fast, Tesco Whoosh is ready. Delivered from as little as 20 minutes with Tesco Whoosh in selected areas. Come on, 11!
Hey, this is Adam Grant, host of TED's podcast, Rethinking with Adam Grant. Have you heard of Bill? It's the intelligent finance platform that uses AI to help you avoid costly errors and optimize cash flow. In fact, Bill reports that over 90 of the top 100 U.S. accounting firms trust them to manage, move, and maximize money, proven by over $1 trillion in secure transactions. Eliminate the friction and start scaling with the proven choice. Visit Bill.com/proven to talk with an expert about automating your business finances and get a $250 gift card as a thank you. That's Bill.com/proven. Terms and conditions apply. See offer page for details.
Welcome back.
Wednesday saw the second part of the Champions League last 16 get underway, with Man City, Arsenal and Chelsea all on the road and facing European opposition. It was another brutal night for English clubs, with Chelsea losing 5-2 to French champions PSG, while Man City lost 3-0 to Real Madrid. The early game saw Arsenal in Germany to face Bayer Leverkusen, and it took a late penalty to bring Mikel Arteta's side level, with plenty of work to do next week in London. Chelsea boss Liam Rosinha wasn't writing off his side's chances at Stamford Bridge either.
No, you've seen it happen before. We don't give up. We know we have to come up with a really strong plan to get ourselves back in the tie, and that's why it's so disappointing from a lot of the good up to 74 minutes will be forgotten because of our 15-20 minutes of madness.
Louis Theroux's latest Netflix documentary, Inside the Manosphere, dropped on Wednesday, which sees him exploring the world of podcasting bros who lift weights and underestimate women. But Louis is a busy man, and he's also back behind the mic for his own podcast, and his latest guest is actor and TikTok sensation Kyle MacLachlan. Kyle's just starred in season 2 of Fallout, but he's clocked up more than his fair share of iconic roles over the years, from Twin Peaks to Sex and the City. He thinks that's one of the reasons that he's got over 1 million followers on TikTok, and is the internet's favourite daddy.
Well, Baby Girl is if you're the center of attention, yeah. It just it developed, but I think part of it was my work with Lynch, Twin Peaks, which is still resonates with younger generations, continues to resonate with younger generations. These shows live in a different generation.
There's a saying in the music business, where there's a hit, there's a writ, and a new movie from Irish writer and director John Carney digs into what happens when a successful artist borrows some inspiration. The movie is called Power Ballad, and it stars Nick Jonas as the pop star and Paul Rudd as a struggling wedding band singer who may just have written a global hit. It's a comedy, although things do get pretty tense between the pair, and it was shot in Dublin. It's due to hit cinemas at the end of May.
This song changed my life.
It's my song. I wrote it.
Do you think it is easy to turn a song into a hit?
So good. Yeah.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Hey, this is Adam Grant, host of TED's podcast, Rethinking with Adam Grant. Let me share with you why smart finance leaders turn to Bill. They know that clarity isn't just helpful, it's strategic. As the intelligent finance platform, Bill uses AI to automate the busy work for nearly 500,000 businesses so they can focus on intentional growth. Eliminate the friction and start scaling with the proven choice. Visit Bill.com/proven to talk with an expert about automating your business finances and get a $250 gift card as a thank you. That's Bill.com/proven. Terms and conditions apply. See offer page for details.
With its 2 juicy beef patties, 3 slices of melted cheese, and tangy Big Arch sauce, the Big Arch is what happens when you start making a McDonald's burger and never stop. The Big Arch, the most McDonald's burger yet, for a limited time.